Okay. Are the voice and screen clear? All okay? Tell me. Are the voice and screen clear? Hmm. Yes. All right. So just write down the next point. People are still joining. We'll wait for 1 more minute. Okay. So let us write down the definition of intensive property. Write down the property of system. Property in bracket macroscopic variable. Macroscopic variable means temperature, pressure, volume, density, mass, number of moles, and all this. The property of system, the property of system that depends on amount, sorry, that depends on that does not depend on that does not depend on amount is called just keep on writing intensive property. Simple notes today we are going to make. Okay, is called intensive property. Example, density will not depend on amount. Okay, then other properties are there. Can you tell me? Can you list down? After density, what is that? Density. Molar mass of given substance. I am not saying mass, I am saying molar mass. It is fixed quantity. कारण तिथं amount fix केलेला आहे. Okay. So mass will be different quantity, but molar mass will be intensive property. Can you tell me other intensive properties other than density? It's pressure also. Okay. Pressure will not ultimately depend on mass. Yes, Young's modulus. Perfect. For a gaseous system, even the pressure is the intensive property because ultimately it comes out to be independent of amount. Okay, we can verify that mathematically also, that the pressure is the intensive property. See, they have given us intensive property as pressure and density. Okay, fine. So the properties, temperature also good. Temperature is also intensive property. Any other? Let me check if I get any new intensive property in the chat box. Cp, Cv, gamma. Those are not properties, right? Or yes, you can take them as physical quantities, no problem. You can take them as Cp, Cv, and gamma of given gas, no problem. But let's not list it down here. Okay. Yes, but they are definitely fixed for given gas. They do not depend on the amount of the gas. Fine. So you can take them as intensive properties. Fine. Cp, Cv, gamma also. Fine. So in this way, you can just simply list down many properties for the category of intensive properties. So it simply means that whatever properties are there which are independent of amount, those will be termed as intensive properties. Now let us define extensive property. Let us define extensive property. The property or the macroscopic variable of the system that depends on amount is called as extensive property. Okay. Now examples: volume of the system will depend on the amount, mass of the system will depend on the amount, Mass of the system will depend on the amount. Tell me any other which depends on the amount. You should be able to decide whether the given quantity is intensive or extensive. Thermal capacity, ms, right? Number of moles, you can say. Thermal capacity or heat capacity, simply. Thermal capacity, because its formula is ms. S is fixed, but m depends on the mass, depends on the amount, mass depends on the amount. Fine. So in this way you can list down various quantities, no doubt. Okay, so we just made a small note about that. Okay, now let us start with the actual chapter, because terminologies and some examples we have already done with now. Okay, so write down the big heading in your notebook as thermodynamics. Okay, now the real thermodynamics will begin. Okay, so let us write down the heading as thermodynamics. I am on page number 81. If you want to refer, you can. Thermodynamics. I write it as, in short, THD, thermodynamics. Okay, fine. So write down. Thermodynamics is concerned. Write down. Thermodynamics is concerned. Thermodynamics is concerned with work done, with work done, with work done and heat exchange. Thermodynamics is concerned with work done. Thermodynamics is concerned with the work done and heat exchange between system and its surrounding. Between system and its surrounding. Thermodynamics is concerned with work done and heat exchange or heat exchange between system and its surrounding. Okay, and here also they have particularly mentioned that, let me just read the statement, don't write it. We are concerned only with the work done by the system or on the system, but we are not concerned with any internal work done by one part of the system on the another. Okay, so they want to say like this: if this is our system, let's say gaseous system, one cylinder is given to us, one piston is given to us, and let's say this is our gaseous system. Let's say this part of the system is doing some work on this part of the system. No, we are not concerned about internal work done. We are not concerned about internal work done, which is done by one part of the system on the other part of the system. What we are concerned about is only this work done by the system on the surrounding, or work done by the surrounding on the system. Work done by system on surrounding, or work done by surrounding on system, and not any internal work done we are concerned about. Okay, this they just want to make a note. Fine, now we understand that. Now some definitions are given, let me read those definitions. Just give me a second. Fine, now let me read some definitions on the page number 81. You just read those definitions, you just listen to those definitions. Sir, this work done will be because of action reaction forces. So that work done, which is right now immaterial, we should not talk about that work done right now. Whether this work done is because of action reaction forces or which forces or what forces, we are just we don't have anything to do with that work done. Okay, so right now there is no meaning of thinking of those work done, why those works are done. Obviously there will be action reaction. Okay, fine, so just move out of that point. Let me read definitions given on page number 81. Some definitions. Okay, left side column, you just read those definitions one by one with me. Some definitions: thermodynamic system. So they want to write some points about thermodynamic system. So it is a collection of extremely large number of atoms and molecules. Okay, so thermodynamic system is a collection of large number of atoms and molecules. Okay, we agree. It is confined with certain boundaries. Okay, so for system they want to define some boundaries. For system they want to define some boundaries. Okay, outside those boundaries there will be surrounding. Outside those boundaries there will be surrounding. Okay, inside those boundary there will be system. Okay, fine. Anything outside the thermodynamic system to which energy or matter is exchanged, anything which is outside the system through which or with which energy and matter can be exchanged is called as surrounding. Anything outside the thermodynamic system to which energy or matter is exchanged is called its surrounding. So system like boundary cell. System is a collection of large number of particles or molecules. System has some boundary. Anything outside that boundary will be called as surrounding. Okay, these are the points they want to write about system. Now write down types of thermodynamic system. Okay, obvious points we will not write, but the points which we should make note, those we are going to write. So write down types of thermodynamic system. Types of thermodynamic systems or system. Number one, open system. Number one is open system. Okay, now let me read the definition of open system. It can exchange both energy and matter with the surrounding. Open system is the system which can exchange, or it can exchange, just keep on writing with me, both matter and energy, with surrounding. Surrounding ला आता शॉर्ट मध्ये SURR लिहितो. Okay, I will save my time. So let's say we have a cup of tea. Let's say we have a cup of tea. You may take any of your favorite drinks. Okay, I don't have any problem. You can take any of the favorite drink, but it should be a hot drink, not cold drink. So what is happening here? Some vapor is escaping from the system to the surrounding. So matter is being exchanged. Also you can observe that after some time temperature of this tea will be somewhat lesser or will decrease. What does that mean? It also means that some heat from the system is also flowing to the surrounding. So we are exchanging both energy as well as matter with the surrounding. When we have a cup of tea which is placed in the surrounding, what we have? We have a cup of tea which is placed in a room. So some water vapors are escaping, so that means matter is escaping or matter is being exchanged with the surrounding. Also this tea is cooling down, so some heat is also flowing to the surrounding. It means some energy is also flowing to the surrounding. So this system is called as open system. This system is called as open system. Let me know in the chat box, is that clear? These are simple concepts, I know. So I'm covering all those concepts within 5 minutes. Is that clear? Shall I move on to the next type of system? There are 3 types of system, out of which first is open system, which we have covered. There are many examples of open system. This open system can exchange. Arey reply kara, I'm waiting for that. This is not a closed system, this is open system. It can exchange both matter and energy with the surrounding. When you have a cup of tea placed in the room, that can exchange both matter as well as energy with the surrounding. Okay, hope it is clear. Now, second system is called as closed system. Second type of thermodynamic system is closed system. Okay, closed system is the system which can exchange only energy and not matter. So it exchanges, or it can exchange only energy and not matter, with surrounding. So with surrounding it cannot exchange matter, but it can still exchange energy. So such type of system is called as is called as closed system. So let's say we again have a cup of tea. Okay, now let us have one dish placed on this cup of tea. Let us have one dish which is placed on this cup of tea. Now will it be able to share the matter with the surrounding? Will it be able to share matter with the surrounding? Tell me. We have a cup of tea, hot cup of tea, but now one dish is placed above that, inverted dish is placed above that. Will it be able to share matter with the surrounding? Tell me fast. No, it will not be able to share the matter with the surrounding. But still you will find that after some time, that tea will also become somewhat cooler, right? Its temperature will decrease. It means that it is still exchanging the energy. All right, sir. So this system, okay, can exchange energy but cannot exchange matter. Fine. Now third, first is open system, second is closed system, third is isolated system. Okay, sir. Okay, it cannot exchange the system which cannot exchange energy as well as matter, the system which cannot exchange, or simply isolated system cannot exchange energy as well as matter with surrounding. Okay, now let's say if we have ideal thermos flask, in that case there will be tea. Okay, after 6 hours we will find that the tea is still hot enough. Okay, after 6 hours, 7 hours, we will find that the tea is hot enough. Okay, hot enough to drink. It means that in this system the tea is isolated. It cannot exchange energy, it cannot exchange mass with the surrounding. So energy पण exchange होत नहीं है, because these walls ultimately act as insulators. These walls ultimately act as non-conductors of heat. Okay, so heat will not be conducted to the surrounding by means of conduction. Okay, some radiation will be there, but that will be negligible. But if you consider the conduction part of it, conduction will be almost zero. So heat cannot be conducted to the surrounding, so no energy exchange. Also we know that entire system is closed, so no matter can be exchanged. So let me write example as thermos flask. Am I right? Spelling check kara. Whether it is MAS or MOS, right? MOS. Okay, fine. So these are the three types of systems which we will be dealing with in the thermodynamics. Is this point clear to all of you? Now I am expecting everyone's reply. Write it down and let me know. These are very simple things, I know, and I also know that these things you already know. Good. Let's move on to the next point. Open system zali, closed system zali, isolated system zali. Now again come on to the right side column of page number 81. Thermodynamic variables and equation of state. Now, what is thermodynamic variable? Thermodynamic variables are nothing but macroscopic properties like temperature, pressure, volume, number of moles. यालाच thermodynamic variable म्हणायचं आहे. Okay. The relation between the thermodynamic variables is called as equation of the state. The relation between the thermodynamic variables is called as equation of the state. For n moles of the ideal gas, we have equation of state as PV equal to nRT. हे सगळं आपल्याला माहित आहे. Okay. So there is nothing to be noted for this point, which is thermodynamic variable and equation of state. What is the meaning of thermodynamic variable? The macroscopic properties, for example, temperature, pressure, volume, number of moles are called as thermodynamic variables. Okay, or just make a note. Just make a note. The macroscopic properties. Just write down the macroscopic properties. We'll make a note. The macroscopic properties like temperature, pressure, comma volume, comma number of moles, comma temperature झालं, temperature, pressure, volume, number of moles झालं असेल सगळं. The macroscopic properties, for example, temperature, pressure, volume, number of moles are called thermodynamic variables. पहिली नोट झाली. Are called thermodynamic variables. Next, equation of state. त्याची definition लिहा. The relation between thermodynamic variables, for thermodynamics or thermodynamic, I will write short form THD. Thermodynamic variables. The relation between thermodynamic variables is called equation of state. For gaseous system containing n moles, equation of state is PV is equal to nRT, where P is the pressure, V is the volume, T is the temperature of that gaseous system. For other systems, equations of states might be different. For gaseous system, it is this, and we will be dealing only with the gaseous systems. Okay, because for other systems we just don't know what are the state equations. So we just don't have equations, so we will not study for them. We will study for only gaseous systems. Okay, ते सुद्धा लक्षात ठेवा. Fine, just make a note of it. Then write down next point as next note for thermodynamic equilibrium. Next point is thermodynamic equilibrium. Just keep on writing. These are very simple things. Thermodynamic equilibrium. Okay. Thermodynamic equilibrium. You know, we have already discussed this point. Okay. If the thermodynamic variables are not changing with time, pressure same hai. If it is not changing, pressure is same, temperature is same, volume is same, number of moles are not changing, nothing is being changed. If everything is constant with respect to time, if all these state variables, it is also called as thermodynamic variables, or it is also called as state variables. If all the thermodynamic variables or state variables are not changing with time, it means that system is in thermodynamic equilibrium. Write down. When the thermodynamic variables are not changing with time, we say we say system is in thermodynamic equilibrium. We say system is in thermodynamic equilibrium. Just make a note of it. Okay. When the thermodynamic variables are not changing with time, we say that system is in equilibrium. Okay. To achieve thermodynamic equilibrium, okay, today we have to make many notes, okay, so just keep on writing. To achieve thermodynamic equilibrium, भरपूर लिहून घ्या, आइन्स्टाईनची स्टोरी सांगणार आहे तुम्हाला. To achieve thermodynamic equilibrium, following conditions shall be satisfied or should be satisfied. Condition number one is mechanical equilibrium. You have to first achieve mechanical equilibrium. Okay, you have to achieve mechanical equilibrium. Mechanical equilibrium means net force on the system is equal to 0. Mechanical equilibrium means what? Net force on the system is equal to 0. Okay, so write down. Okay, this condition must be satisfied. Okay, to achieve thermodynamic equilibrium, it is a broader concept. Thermodynamic equilibrium is somewhat broader concept which involves first condition as mechanical equilibrium, and you know mechanics is involved with the force and the effects of the force. Mechanical equilibrium, it means that it is saying that net force on the system should be equal to 0. Second condition, condition number two, just keep on writing. Thermal equilibrium, okay, now we know, see, thermodynamic equilibrium is a different word and thermal equilibrium is a different word. Okay, so let's write it properly. Thermal equilibrium. Okay, so you have to satisfy this condition also. System must be in thermal equilibrium. So write down temperature of all parts of the system, temperature of all parts of the system should be same, and it should be equal to temperature of surrounding. Okay, sir. Okay, so temperature of all parts of the system, first of all it should be same. Check any part, at any point you check the temperature, here, everywhere temperature is same, at all parts in the system temperature is same, and that temperature of system is equal to the temperature of surrounding. Only in that case we say there is thermal equilibrium. Okay, only in that case we say there is thermal equilibrium. So system must be in mechanical equilibrium, system must be in thermal equilibrium. Okay, and there is one more condition which is to be followed. Only then you will say that there is total thermodynamic equilibrium. It is a broader concept which involves three conditions. Two conditions we just have written, so let us write one more condition. It's also interesting condition. See, condition number 3, let me write here condition number 3. It says chemical equilibrium. It says that system must be in chemical equilibrium. Okay, what does that mean? So write down the chemical composition, just keep on writing. It's a part of definitions, so we will just keep on writing. The chemical composition, just like temperature, chemical composition at all parts or at all parts of the system, at all parts of the system should be same, and should be same as surrounding, and should be same as surrounding. In that case, system will be said to be in chemical equilibrium also. Okay. In that case, system will said to be in chemical equilibrium. So, in chemical equilibrium, we want chemical composition. What is the meaning of chemical composition? Chemical composition means whatever elements or the gases or atoms are present in this region, same atom, same element, same thing should be present in this region, should be present in this region, should be present in this region. Okay, let's say in this region there are 2 oxygen molecules and 1 nitrogen molecule in this region. Then in this region should be also, it should be same, it should be same, it should be same. This is called as same chemical composition. This is called as same chemical composition. Okay, for example, air in this room has the same chemical composition everywhere at all points in the room. Air in this room has same chemical composition at all points in the room. Okay, so that will be concept of chemical equilibrium. So in short, you have to follow these 3 conditions, only then you will be in thermodynamic equilibrium. So system has to follow these 3 conditions. It should be in mechanical equilibrium, net force on the system shall be equal to 0. It should be in thermal equilibrium, temperature at all parts of the system should be same, and that temperature should be equal to the temperature of surrounding. And the third condition is chemical equilibrium, which says temperatures, not temperatures, chemical composition at all parts of the system shall be same, and that shall be equal to temperature, that shall be equal to chemical composition of surrounding also. Okay, so now you people, everyone, I am expecting to be replying. Tell me in the chat box, is that clear? Concept of thermodynamic equilibrium and the conditions which are to be followed. Zara check kara. Good. These are very simple things, I know. So just keep on making the notes. Good. Sir, you gave some note on the thermal equilibrium in the beginning of the chapter. Yes. The same part I said even that time also, that we are going to repeat it. We are going to make a note. Now we are doing the task of making note. Fine. Now write down next point. Okay, let me just check what was that last chat. It is quite different. No? If thermodynamic variables are not changing, it means thermal equilibrium. Now what are Einstein story? Einstein story आता उद्या, आज नाही. We don't have that much time. Okay. Very inspirational story. एका वर्षात 4 पेपर लिहिले जाणे, 4. सर आम्ही पण लिहितोय की, पण कॉलेजचे, सायन्स वाले नाही, कॉलेजचे पेपर लिहितोय आम्ही एका वर्षात 4. I will tell you somewhere on maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Okay. Definition अंश बड़ा सेम आहे. थर्मोडायनामिक व्हेरिएबल्स मध्ये हा सुद्धा एक व्हेरिएबल आहे. ओके, not only temperature, pressure, volume, temperature, pressure, volume, along with that this chemical composition is also one of the thermodynamic variable. It is also the macroscopic property. Okay, so if all these variables are not changing with time, then we say that there is chemical equilibrium. Then there is thermal equilibrium. Okay, sorry, not thermal even, thermodynamic equilibrium. Thermodynamic equilibrium is a broader concept which involves 3 types of equilibrium. First is mechanical equilibrium, second is thermal equilibrium, and third is chemical equilibrium. And collectively for thermodynamic equilibrium, what we can say, the thermodynamic variables or the state variables or the macroscopic properties are not changing with time. मग केमिकल कंपोजिशन टाइम नुसार चेंज होत नाहीये म्हणजे काय, सगळीकडे ते सेम आहे. टेम्परेचर टाइम नुसार चेंज होत नाहीये म्हणजे काय, सगळीकडे ते सेम आहे. ओके, पिस्टन ऍक्सेलरेट होत नाहीये म्हणजे पिस्टन वरचा नेट फोर्स 0 आहे. ओके, अल्टिमेटली इट मीन्स द सेम. ओके, फाइन. So write down the next thing as thermodynamic process. Next definition as thermodynamic process. Thermodynamic process. Okay, sir, fine. Write down thermodynamics. Let us write short form thermodynamic process. All right, what is the process? So they simply have written like this: thermodynamic process is the path or the way by which state, now here state does not mean solid, liquid and gas. Now state means values of temperature, pressure and volume. Initial values of temperature, pressure and volume will be changed to some final values of temperature, pressure and volume, and the way which is being used, that way is called as process, or the path which is being used is called as process. It is the path or the way by which state of system is changed from one to another, from first state to final state, from one to another. Okay, so let us write first state as some values of pressure as P1, volume as V1, temperature as T1. Now some process will be carried out over the system. And that will change the state of the system to final P2, V2 and T2. Number of moles also you can involve, N1, N2, but most of the times we keep the number of moles same. ओके, मॅटर एक्सचेंज झाला वगैरे आपण काय करत नाही, मॅटर आपण कॉन्स्टंट ठेवतो. लॉस झाला किंवा गेन झाला असं काही जनरली करत नाही. फाईन. इव्हन यू कॅन राईट दी नंबर ऑफ स्टेट व्हेरिएबल्स हिअर ऑल्सो. अजून काही तुम्हाला लिहायचे असतील तर लिहू शकता, नो प्रॉब्लेम. बट जनरली फॉर गॅसेस सिस्टीम these three variables are enough. Okay, so write down some processes, some important processes they have written. So we'll write some important processes. Number one, आता एकदम मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट प्रोसेस आहे बघा. इट इज isothermal process. बर, isothermal process is the process in which, or the way in which, temperature will be kept constant and other values can be changed. Temperature you have to keep constant during the entire process. Temperature of the system should not change. Okay, that way is called as isothermal process. Write down: process in which temperature of system